you probably read the title of this video before clicking on it. And I just want to mention that no, I'm not breaking down Konosuba's jokes, or at least to the point where I'd sound like somebody ruining the jokes. But I am going to be talking about Konosuba's comedy, my experience with that comedy, how well it's handled, etc, etc. Hey guys, this is Dark Hero Josh here, and if you weren't paying attention to this video until now, we are going to be talking about and explaining the comedy of Konosuba, or at least for the most part. So just sit down, lie down, I don't care where the hell you are, just get comfortable and enjoy this video. We've all watched Konosuba, or at least the majority of us, and let's be honest, we all loved every freaking second of it. We all love the comedy, the characters. Anyways, we can all agree on one thing though, or I guess I should say two. Konosuba wouldn't be Konosuba without the comedy and the characters. For a group, we've been given a bitch ass crybaby known as a goddess, a tiny ass lolly with an explosive attitude. Get it? Get it? Explosive because she uses explosion magic. I sincerely apologize for anybody who had to hear that joke just now. Anyways, next up we got a crusader. Wait, I read that wrong. Masochist crusader. To be honest, I didn't even know a set of characters could be this creative, but I guess I was wrong. But to top it all off, we got a jerk, but the leader of the group, our main character, Kazuma. Now, while their interactions between each other in the show aren't the best, and to be honest with you, they act like complete assholes to each other each and every episode, but the point is that at the end of the day, you can definitely see that they think of each other as very close friends, or even as close as family, to the point where they can't live without one another. As we follow this group of characters throughout the story, even I started to have this sort of sentimental feeling towards not only the group, but also the individuality of each member of the group. Getting to learn their dislikes, their likes, their feelings, their weird ass fetishes I'll never come to understand, etc. It really does feel incomplete with even one of them not being there, or even worse, being replaced. I started watching this anime in the summer of last year solely because of the fact that I heard other people say that this anime was funny, and considering that before I heard all that hype about Konosuba, I recently finished an anime called Grand Blue, another comedy anime by the way, which I personally think is as funny or funnier than Konosuba because of the different type of comedy being used in Grand Blue, but that's another video for another day. But I have to say that this anime does not disappoint when it came to making me laugh. Keep in mind, 80% of the jokes said in anime in a whole, in general, I usually don't laugh at, but this anime was different. Even though most of the comedy in this anime was being carried by the Equality King himself, Kazuma, and his inner monologue of course, everybody else did their part in making me laugh. Even if that part was just standing there just to be Megumin's punching bag. But anyways, as for the plot of Konosuba, it's essentially about our main character Kazuma and our main female lead Aqua and their journey into defeating the Demon King. Seems like a generic isekai type trope, right? But the thing is that each and every episode, it feels like they just stray away from that motive, or I guess goal, to do some dumb shit each and every episode. Which isn't really a bad thing, to be honest with me, and to be quite frank, I think it's a good thing, especially because of the comedy they input in those episodes, which would lead me on to the next topic I mentioned in the start of the video, the comedy of Konosuba. Comedy is a big part in being able to entertain the viewers, and usually in anime, the comedy could ultimately do one of two things for the story. Either A, create a more enjoyable story, not only for the viewers but also for the characters in the show, or B, completely ruin the possibility of a good story an anime has to offer by slowing it down or something of the sort. The reason why I think the comedy is good in Konosuba's case is because there's no crazy plot or story development, cutting down the cons of what could happen with a comedy to a nil, making a story completely based off jokes that'll make the majority of viewers love the series. For example, remember in the first episode how Aqua was explaining to Kazuma how he died? That's the type of comedy that most of us like, or I guess most of us are used to, completely exposing the ugly truth to us and to Kazuma, making his heroic act seem like nothing more than another shit show. Just Kazuma being an asshole to anybody and everybody for a whole entire episode would honestly make most of our days, let's be honest. But that also cost me the rest of my day, as I'd be laughing violently and uncontrollably for the rest of the episode. Another trait I think Konosuba does really well is being able to completely flip the script in a sense in almost any situation. Let's use the same example that I used earlier on in the video, mainly because I don't want to search for another one because I'm too lazy to. But anyways, no one would have expected the truck to actually be a tractor in reality, as well as nobody being able to expect Kazuma's death to actually be caused by shock. Just them being able to turn a completely sad scene into a jokeful and laughable scene in a blink of an eye is insane. Other things like timing, execution, the emotions and expressions used by the voice actor, the expressions on the characters' faces are just a few of the many things that Konosuba does well. Konosuba is definitely the anime if you want to laugh or just get a reaction out of yourself. It's definitely a must watch for me, and I can definitely say that you're never going to be bored nor unhappy with it. Overall, if you have some time on your hands, definitely go check this anime out. As we come to the end of the video, please leave a like and comment down below what other animes I should talk about next on the channel, or if you want me to talk about more Konosuba related stuff on the channel, please, feel free to let me know. And subscribe if you're new for, I guess, more anime content in the future. And without further ado, thank you guys for your attention up till this point. Hope you have an amazing day, and see ya.